Mandem podcast, episode 206.
Welcome back to the great show on earth.
Salute.
Let's go. What you lot saying? How you lot feeling?
Good, man. Good. Not too dusty, man. There was an impromptu Mandem meet yesterday. Abiding by the rules, outdoors, rule of six, etc., etc. But yeah, it was good to be out, man. It's very good to be out.
Yeah, all right, man.
It was good, didn't it?
Nice.
Yeah, good time, man.
Very refreshing. How you lot feeling this morning under the black dog?
I didn't really have
or
too many drinks, to be fair. I didn't have too many drinks, but I feel like my throat feels a little bit froggy. I think I might have been shouting a little bit towards the end. But other than that, it was good. We can go again. We can go again.
There were a lot of raised voices, a lot of standing.
That does happen. That's one thing that I've forgotten about during lockdown is that how loud. Because I think I went away to the
man is very loud, then.
and I can just hear like us lot.
Yeah, when you take a step back and just pre it's mad.
Yeah.
Why is everyone so like animated? I don't know what is it about.
I don't know, man.
It's because everyone wants to be heard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just Mandem, man. This is the thing, like
Everyone's trying to rub someone out. That
yeah,
person needs to defend themselves. It's
so toxic.
It is super
But
toxic.
I love it. Like,
It's
this
mad.
one thing I realized, like, every time we've like linked up in small bursts, I'm like, spare time has passed and stuff. Man, things have changed in man's life, and that, like,
Yeah.
man, them have not changed. Like, they're exactly the same every single time.
Yeah.
It's very joke.
Yeah, no, it was good
But
fun,
no,
man.
it was good, man. It was good. I enjoyed it.
I'm feeling tired this morning, though.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dull morning just in general as
it's
well.
awful, man.
Like, it's butters outside.
Yeah,
Horrible, man.
It was raining.
May the 8th, you know.
Yeah,
This
it's
kind of
bonkers.
weather.
Yeah, it's actually mad, yeah.
It's crazy. I still can't because this time last year was mad.
Bacon.
Like late March was cold last year. Like, bro, I had obviously a barbecue, but like small thing, because no one was allowed out.
When you say
And the
cold,
weather
you
was
mean
baking.
good.
Yeah.
For
It's
the uninitiated.
techie language. Bad means good. It was that was in late March or early April. Man was outside, vest, all of that. Now mid-May, it's great.
Bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's actually mad. I've got the light on. Like, I never have the lights on. Like, mad, bro, mad.
Yeah, hopefully it picks up in the next week or so.
Supposedly in the next 2 weeks. I think the bank holidays should be all right. Temperatures start to increase. So yeah, man, we'll be back outside. Restaurants opening and that.
Yeah, May 17th.
Don't have to sit outside eating like seagulls, as the meme says. I'm looking forward to that, I must say.
I actually did it. Did I tell you? I went for a meal
last week.
Oh, you said, yeah.
I don't know if I mentioned it on the podcast.
No,
I think it was after.
I went Sushi Samba Victoria outside
Sticks and sushi.
thing. Yeah, I'm chatting. You're right. You're right. Sticks and sushi. I don't even
Because there's in a sushi samba in Victoria.
Which is drunk from yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm alright.
I'm fine. Sticks and Sushi Victoria. It's like, I don't know if anyone's been there, but it's in like a pedestrianised area kind of thing.
It's all nice and built up now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all and tables are going far and wide. There's actually a decent little sports bar that I was thinking.
Greenwoods, that's where I'm going later.
Oh, is that where you're going?
Greenwoods,
That place,
yeah.
It was pumping still. Big screen. I was eating my food, like plainly watching the game. She had got food. Big time.
You're not listening. What did I say?
Yeah.
I think Mandem should get down there. Obviously, down there today. But the outdoor dining experience. This is last week. It was cold. It was cold, man.
Now, is this cold?
Cold.
Temperature cold.
Yeah. I bought my big puffer out. I took that thing to Iceland.
See, I hate all that shit, man.
When I went to Iceland, I had that, and I brought a hat. Only thing I was missing was like gloves and scarf.
Oh, you bought the hat as well?
I bought the hat and it was on.
Gloves?
I think the hood. No gloves. I forgot the scarf.
Snood?
Bought the hat. No
Tethers.
come on. But my girl, she had her legs out like. She didn't fully prepare.
Big man.
I'm one of them, man, that I get really cold, innit? So I'm like, I can't really take the risk. Like, I got to come all or nothing.
Fully packed, yeah.
But then once we were gonna have like cocktails, but I was like, can't even run that. It's got too much ice in it. So we got red wine and warmed up. Once we warmed up, she was alright. I was toasty all the time. But yeah.
Function over fashion, man.
It was decent, but it was definitely cold.
Yeah,
Should have
hot,
offered the
it's
jacket,
cold,
Rich.
but yeah.
What'd you say?
Didn't offer the jacket.
No.
Oh, like
I think you can have the hat. I can even take the hood off for you.
over the shoulders, like.
That's first date antics.
Yeah,
come on, man.
It's way past that.
Yeah, because Les, when we went up Central a couple weeks ago, we said, yeah, like if it was summer, like it will be cold. Like the setup would be sick. But
yeah, no, them times it was too cold. And yeah, I can't imagine being sat like still eating. Like I wouldn't enjoy the food.
The food's just getting moved to
Yeah.
Like.
Or sniffing all over your meal and that.
Yeah. But I guess it's nice to be up. So all in all, Rich, it was decent for.
No, it was still good. It was but like weather makes a big difference just to everything in me. Better weather would have been completely different. But yeah, it was decent. I felt semi-forced. Whenever you do anything in the cold, to me it was
100%. I think this whole
semi-forced
thing has been very forced in it. But people gotta get outside.
yeah, but yeah, there's nothing else you can do in it. So
yesterday, and I don't know, maybe if it wasn't as cold it has been recently. Yesterday was alright. It wasn't.
Yesterday wasn't as cold.
Not too
but I think when you're sheltered, it's obviously slightly warmer than when you're just sat.
Yeah, it was
outside.
in the corner. I had a couple layers as well, so it was decent.
It's done for today. It's a low-key wind tunnel, so make sure you bring your
I'm gonna take your approach, man. Natty gave me a HSS snood, so I might even bring that.
God.
So, but yeah, we're supposed to be. I think there's like 1 or 2 different bookings. So then, fingers crossed, we end up back at Greenwood or whatever. Man. Everyone else's week's been good, bad, indifferent.
Mine's indifferent. I had the week off work.
This week was plant week, isn't it?
Yeah. So I sent.
Are they still alive?
Say that again, then.
Are they still alive?
Oh yeah, no, they're cacti plants, in it. So they just live on their own, do their own thing.
Low maintenance.
Yeah.
I think I've watered them once in this week. Yo,
I've noticed your setup is different, man.
Cause I told you, man. Nothing behind you, so gotta give it space to grow. I've done a reshuffle. I went IKEA on Monday. I don't know why I chose to go on Monday because I weren't thinking of everyone else. It was a bank holiday Monday.
Oh shit! I forgot.
So everyone else was off. So when I went there, the queue was mad.
That's a disaster.
The queue was mad. So I was in the queue for half an hour before I ended up getting it, and I didn't think it was that long. It was moving.
Oh, just to get in.
That's long.
Yeah, just to get in. I didn't think it was too long. I kind of gave myself half an hour. I said, if it's longer than that, then I'm busting out.
Yeah.
So I went in, got a couple bits, plants. I got a rug. I got a chair, some candles as well.
Yeah.
I get.
Feng shuiing, you know.
There's still some more bits that I need to get, but I'll get them from other random stores.
Wait, was this Monday? You said, yeah.
When we're back out here.
Yeah, that was Monday. Yeah, that was on a Monday, and then for the rest of the week, I've literally just been chilling for the most. Like, there's nowhere else to go really. Like yesterday was like the highlight of the week, pretty much.
I hear you.
Well, yeah, and today's raining, so that's a myth. Ball was good, but then sprained my ankle at ball.
Oh yeah, I got that on tape still.
Thursday, yeah, I need
injuries are mounting up, man.
Bro, every week, fam, someone else is broken.
Another fallen soldier.
Old cuz. Yeah, 30 is peak, man.
What did you shoot or something like that, and then you just pulled up?
I went to the ball was coming across, and I went to hit it first time with my left, but I think my foot was too planted when I tried to hit it. So then all I heard was like a crunch. I was like, yeah, it's done. Yeah, but yeah.
Did you carry on playing All-Star?
No, I was done straight away.
Done, isn't it? Yeah.
How long are you out for? Do you know?
I'll probably say 2 weeks. So I won't go ball this week coming. Maybe the week after, but I'll have to see how mobile the ankle is.
Yeah, you'll be cool, man.
Maybe 3 weeks to be sure. But it seems the swelling seems to have gone down.
Yeah. If he's delayed, you're gonna have to start warming up, Rich.
Me? Yeah. I'm injured as well, fam. I'm injured, fam.
From what, fam?
He just got injured. Yeah.
From what?
Fam.
Stumbling home yesterday.
No, I don't really know how I done it, man. I think I told you lot. It was like maybe 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago. Went for a run in 40 Hill. I don't know if it was the unstable ground or whatever. It was only a 5K. I told you, man, I put on a lot of weight. This actually might weave into our first topic. I put on a lot of lockdown weight. It's the heaviest I've ever been.
Do you care to share it, or is that's personal?
Yeah, no, bro. Transparency. How much am I weight? 90 well, just under 90 kg now. I was.
Rich is 5'3". He's 5'3".
Oh my god. I mean, in terms of like BMI or whatever, I'm probably fine, to be fair. Because that's like height and weight. But it's the heaviest I've been at 90 kg, so that's like 14 stone. Man, when I tell man always think I'm like lying or something. But I'm usually between like 12 and a half stone. Like that's my thing. People think, oh, that's mad.
Do you know how light 12 and a half stone is?
That's crazy.
Well, that's my thing. Wait, I know I probably look heavier, but that's what I've been for time.
Yeah, I was surprised when you said that.
If I weigh 12 and a half stone, man won't recognize me. Like.
Yeah, you'd be stuck. Like,
who is that? Like?
That's
my normal weight, but I hadn't realized it. I've been going back to figure out. Honestly, this is like this sounds dramatic, but this is like probably the most change I've ever had physically in my life. Like, that sounds very dramatic, but I think it is. I've never been. I guess I've always kind of maintained it, whether like mad consciously or trying to. I've always kind of been within, let's say, a stone. Throughout basically my entire life. So I've been kind of thinking like, you know, like you see, you ain't seen a man or a woman in time, yeah, and you're like, you see them, and you're like, fuck, you've blown up, like you actually changed. Like, how did that happen to you? My thing isn't drastic like that, but for me, it's like, I don't know how I got here.
It's just correct on man.
It don't make sense if man have been running and all that as well. Like
exactly, it doesn't make sense. But I've gone back, kind of thing, and like retraced, and I'm figuring out how I've got here. So one of the things I've noticed is diet's definitely one of them. I've been doing a lot of comfort eating. I've been going like way back. So every time when I was going into work, I walked from my yard to the station. That's like a kilometer. So there and back, that's like 2K.
That's 2, yeah.
I was gonna say something like that.
Like, on the way to work, on the way home. When I get off the station, I go from Liverpool Street to my workplace. It depends where I work, but it's kind of the same, to be fair. That's like another 1.5K. I go for lunch. That's like another K. So I've checked my steps and stuff. Like in 2019, really, that's the only full year we can go on. I was doing like 9K a day, like normal, just my average, just living.
Lists, as Ted says, isn't it? Lists.
Yes, I've actually been doing heavy lists. Then I look back at my steps for 2020. Surprisingly, they were pretty much the same. But I ran a half marathon, so like across the year, it's about the same.
Right.
At the first like 2, so averaging like between, let's say 7,000 to 9,000 steps over every month. Was that month? No, that would be like practically daily. I'm trying. Across the years, or across 19 and 20. I've looked at 2021. It's like 3,000, 4,000. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm starting to peep it. I'm putting all the pieces together. But getting on to, I guess, our first topic. I've been telling people, Rob, I don't know how I put on this weight or whatever. I was back here. I was in the shower and I was like, oh, there's no shower gel, like chewing. I hate when that happens. It's the worst thing. Jumped out my towel. I ran downstairs to grab some. And my mum seen me, and I've been telling her I've been putting on weight and that. And she's always like, whenever I'm doing my thing, on gym, she's like, oh, you're not eating, you're not having carbs, and she's always taking the mick and stuff like that. And then she see me, and then I kind of like turned, so like the body's kind of rolled. And she see me, and she's like, oh, that's mad.
Yeah.
Like, that's mad. She called her husband and was like, look, fam.
Oh, With the neighborhood out, yeah.
Body shaming.
Like that before, like, and it low key hurt. Like I was like, oh, I went back up and I looked in the mirror and I said, we've got to do something. We've got to do something.
Crunch time.
Yeah, for family are the worst to notice weight, and it's never the compliments, as you wouldn't even call it a compliment. The comments they make are never like reassuring or anything, really.
Oh yeah.
Do you think it's good that there's the honesty and the nothing held back?
Yes,
I think
account.
So. Yeah, I think so.
I can definitely. I don't know if it's just me. I think all of us actually talk about like linking up yesterday, and man like prodding and poking each other, but like the motivator in a lot of things, especially for me, is like I either want to just do something, but the like inverse of that is shame. Like tell me I'm shit at this or whatever. Might stand at bare times I feel like a body. You won't lose this weight in that amount of time. Okay, let's go.
You have it. You gained it. You gained it.
2 years later, so that like shame is a big motivator for me. I don't feel like man have made me feel too much shame, or even in moments where I might have felt like no one's tried to make me feel away, but I've felt shame or like I don't know. It can be inadequate or insecure. Those things are what like drive the most change in me.
It's true, yeah.
Personally, so I'm actually here like for body shaming, clean. I'm so here for it.
For you.
So what are you gonna do to?
I think for everybody.
Get your sets back up.
I told you that last week I went gym 8 times.
8 times. 8 days out of 7.
No, I've been doing like a lot more cardio. I've been going to the gym and still lifting weights and stuff, but more of a focus on the cardio now because I've just clocked how much I'm not doing my norm effectively. I'm just like I need to maintain that at the very least because that should do it. But yeah, I didn't even know we were going to talk about this topic. Dan said it at the start of today, and that is I'll drop it in the edit. Will Smith, let's see the actual date. He recently shared. Boys.
About a week ago,
it was, May 4th?
Yeah, May the 4th. He shared. I'll have to share it because I don't think words really do the description. If you're listening on the audio, you might please go to his Instagram or switch to the YouTube because you need to see it. Yeah. He shared this video. Let me see if you can hear the sound. It's like essentially a boomerang. Can you not hear this?
Yeah. Nicole
Scherzinger. That's Nicole. Is that
Pussycat
Dolls? Pussycat Dolls. Yeah, that's it. With I'll try and describe it. It's a boomerang of him in I'd say, effeminate pose, in just his boxer shorts, and then the caption is something along the lines of, I'll read it actually. This is the body that carried me through an entire pandemic and countless days of grazing through the pantry. I love this body, but I want to feel better. No more midnight muffins. This is it. I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. Then he's teaming up with YouTube, blah, blah, blah. I like it. I feel like Will.
Your Will. Do you know what's mad? How old is Will?
52.
50, yeah.
Fam, what he's got there, at 52, I'm having it, fam.
Dang, so here for it, calm.
I'm having it, bro. It's mad. It's actually calm. It's actually cool. But he's just been a man that's always been like in shape, innit?
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think it's when you set that standard, but obviously the cynic in me, I was thinking, what is this? Is he launching like some fitness app? But then obviously it's revealed that he's working alongside YouTube on a health and fitness thing. But yeah, I think when you set that standard throughout your life,
it must feel shit.
You're still capable of being in good, better shape. I'm not for it, man.
You're
not for what?
For what he currently looks like.
You're saying he should be in better shape?
Yeah.
I think I like the standard. I don't think that's like, as Mike says, I don't think that's bad. At 50, it's not bad at all.
I don't even think that's bad. Like,
no, I don't think it's bad. I think it's kind of like, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is it, Mike, for you? 10 being like
That's like
cold.
an That's like an average. That's like a 5.
Honestly, I think it's a bit better than average. When I think of like 50-year-olds, I think.
Oh yeah,
like,
but I was saying, bro, just normal. That's calm.
I think that's like he's in. It's not. It's.
I'm going back on
we
it.
We talked about dad bods, isn't it?
Let me get this.
Yes.
A little while ago. That is. I feel like that's a step above a dad bod.
Oh yeah, that's not dad bod.
We have our own standards. Yeah, we have our own standards. And I just rate
the pose is forcing it.
The pose is mad. The pose is mad.
He knows what he's doing. That's
accentuate swings. Yeah, that's Will accent.
Okay. Everything, like he knows what he's done. He's rattled me when I first saw it. I was.
Oh yeah.
Then I read the caption.
Nah, the more I look at it, I don't know.
You can't look at it too long, still.
I don't know.
Yeah. Are we saying this is an achievable body standard, and it's more kind of changing the way we look at things? Like, you don't have to have the 6-pack, the big traps. Are we thinking that more people should embrace, I guess, this look that Will's sporting, or are we not here for it?
Do you know what, for me, by no means I don't think Will is unhealthy, but for me, that's what that kind of look, that's what I feel like it not promotes, but it's just showing that this isn't. It's cool to look like this, but also, like, you need to also look healthy.
Mm-hmm.
That showed me that he's not in the best physical shape that he can be, and you don't have to get the 6-pack and the traps and you don't have to do
creatine powder and the protein.
You really don't. If that's what you're if that's what you're interested in, then do what you need to do. But I don't think the majority of, I guess, let's say regular people can achieve that, will achieve it, or need to. But I think that body shape that I'm looking at, that I'm at 50, I'd probably have it, but I try to avoid looking like that at 50.
Fam, I think you lot are kind of crazy still. I think it's bro, it's cool, bro. He's got a tiny little belly, like.
For Will Smith, cool. Or for John Smith,
bro,
working an office job with 3 kids.
Fam, for Ben Smith, John Smith, Will Smith, Alan Smith, bro, any Smith, bro.
Georgia Smith.
Bro, nah.
We say one.
What I think though, it is, obviously we said he's always been in shape, whatever. What I think it's more about, like, him recognizing that he's fallen off and he is or was on the way to it just crumbling. Yeah. So he's caught it now that he's noticed a little change, got a little belly. Yeah, let me catch this. The reason I got this is because 11 p.m. midnight muffins or whatever he said. And he realizes that now, and he's catching it, so he can go back. I think it's more that, not that. Oh my god, my body is bonkers now, but there's a change.
Yeah,
let me act on it.
He's flagged it, man. I think.
I guess the cynic in me, so Rich. The cynic in me is, I think he's probably allowed himself to get to this state due to YouTube and what he has planned with them. But I think, if this was just him going that way, I don't know. We're calling it male. Is there such a thing as like male body positivity? Because I guess we've seen it with women or people who, what is it? You assign yourself as women, your gender. We've seen body positivity in like Dove campaigns and whatnot. But I don't think there's body positivity for men, you
know. No, not really.
Not really.
Not really.
You don't really.
You just get
or not. Yeah, not on that scale anyway.
Yeah, not close. I think dad bod probably is close.
I was gonna say dad bod, but that's not like a.
That's still not. Yeah.
Dad bod is acceptable and expected from what we've from even this discussion. We're like, he's 50. It's acceptable. I think obviously women have like a way higher standard in terms of just presenting themselves in general, but. No, we might be starting to see a bit of a change in back then. Honestly, in that, like, it's the whole it's social media, isn't it? It's social media saying that man can do better, basically. And I'm kind of here with that. With like, I just think because it's such a reflection of actual health, I'm actually here for it. I'm actually here for because typically it's not always. If someone has a particular body type, or their body's in less bad condition, it's reflective of their health. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Because we should all aim for good health, isn't it? Like,
yes,
that's a no-brainer, right?
That's what I believe as well, Rich. And yeah, body positive and different body shapes. Yeah, I'm all here for it. But I think health probably overrules everything. Yeah, and they're interlinked, man, for the most part. And this isn't considering I've got this condition or this illness. Like, put that to the side. We should be aiming for health. Are we going to be tuning in to Will Smith's YouTube channel?
No, I probably won't. But I'm looking forward to like 3 months, 6 months down the line to seeing
it will pop up on his Insta,
the progress.
We're not going to Joe Wicks it.
No,
I'm getting involved, fam. You're not going to see some mad hashtags, some mad pictures, and some mad hashtags.
Just don't pose like that.
Some mad paragraphs. Nah,
please no. In terms of that best or worst shape of our lives, when was it, and how did you manage to like get out of it?
I'll let you know in a couple of months.
Yeah, Rich, we'll report back to you in like 6 months or something like that.
My best was probably the last Ibiza.
So 2017.
That's quite sad. That's actually quite sad.
That's a while ago.
That was 2017.
But that's best though.
And worst?
Same actually.
Worst.
Yeah.
End of year 7. The biggest facts.
Wow.
Why the end of year 7?
Bro, we done a year of stealing lunch. And that lunch is pizza and chips.
Allegedly.
And then limitations. And then getting chicken shop after school. Like a year of that, it exed me, bro. That summer I was like, nah. That's what family was all like, yeah. It's puppy weight. I'm like, nah, this is more than that shit. It was fucked, bro. So I had to get over that.
I think for me, best, I've been weirdly again. Ibiza, not the last time. So then it would have been the second time.
As well.
The second.
Whoa, Les, that's nearly a decade, bro.
The second time me and you went.
Yeah, that's
so 2014.
2014, yeah. 2014.
So 2014. I think that would have been the first time we all went. That was the best shape I've been in. The worst. The worst. Similar to Rich, I've kind of fluctuated, but relatively stayed the same. But I remember 2 occasions actually. One time when I was working at Sky, I used to wear shirts to work. And I remember standing up, and I could see like my lower belly through the shirt. That's when I said, yo, not for me.
It's supposed to be like that.
Not for me. When I saw that, I said, yo, I'm tired. Yeah, this needs to change. Another time, and I don't think I was in bad shape. I just went in the best shape. I went to my ex-girlfriend's, her sister's house or family, wherever. And we were I think this must have been the first time or early doors when they had met me. So we was chilling in the kitchen, chatting, whatever. And I think I was quite big then. So they were like, he's like, we're talking about fitness. Like, his arms are like massive, his arms are big. And she's like, they were like, he's ripped. And people use ripped as a general term, but ripped really means like tone, like abs, all of that. And I didn't have any of that.
Yeah.
So then we was chatting, and then she said, oh, but you should see like when he lifts up his top. But as in, it ain't all that.
Yeah.
Who said that? The ex?
The ex said that.
Oh,
she's like, but you should see stomach or whatever term however she phrased it. At the time, I didn't say anything because in the setting, cool, whatever. After that, I said, this is gone. This has got to go.
Shame, fam.
But yeah, it's the shame.
Yeah, it goes back to shame.
The shame point of it pushes you and drives you to make the change that you need to make. But yeah, we'll say that again then?
No, go on.
No, I'm just saying that's always stuck in my head.
Yeah, mine is probably linked to like what Mike said. Yeah, like year 7, think it was chips, cheese, Twizzlers, turkey.
I know what you're gonna say because you said it to me before.
My dad was like,
yeah.
Like, straight face. And this is when I was.
He said what, Dan? You cut out. He said what?
You're getting fat. Like you're getting bare fat. You're getting out of control. Like, and then I looked in the mirror, and the face was like, it was different. It was looking different. And this is like year 7 where you should be like wiry for the most part, like you're outside on bikes and running around. Yeah. But I was starting to get weighed down. Yeah, cheesy chips, fam, was Xing me, and then that stuck with me because my dad's not really bare serious. He's not really a serious guy in that sense. Like he's not intimidating. But when he said that, there was no jokes, no games. Get it together, man. And I always hear that voice in the back of my head. Yeah. And I think it, I guess, resurfaced in probably like 2018, maybe, whereby like working in media, like you're on lunches, rich foods, and then you go to maybe have a drink with that lunch, and then after work you're gonna go out, and then that might be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you still go out on a Saturday. I started playing football less. So I think around late 2018, I think, started to get a bit fluffy still. But I got called out at work by one of my good friends.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, Walsh, you're not muscular or anything. You're just big." Like, but he's one of my close guys, and like he's very direct, and like he'll call you out, and he don't mind like if you call him back out. We did a month challenge kind of to see who could improve their state in that month. But yeah, that's kind of what got me back on track. But since then, it's been all right, man.
What about your best?
Best.
There's one picture from Dan at Ocean Beach. I was like, it was his best. I don't know what year.
There's that Alpha trip as well, where Dan was looking lean.
Wiry. But I think it's probably Rich when we were made redundant in late 20.
Oh, yeah, that was.
I think we went gym every day for like hour and a half, 2 hours.
Listen, I wanted to get into this. I was going to say, what was the reason that
I had time?
Same. So when I said that before that I wasn't working for a bit, innit?
Okay, yeah.
Banging out gym, just bare time just to do whatever.
Do you know what's funny?
You're not at work, so you could eat like what you want.
Proper,
like,
yeah. It's funny, say it's not similar, but I used to, when I was at the time before that Ibiza that I mentioned, I was working at Top Man. But I would work the early shifts, so it's like 7 to like 4. Yeah. Then I'd have the rest of like the day. So then after that work, I would always be in the gym. Always be in the gym after that because I'd love to have my evening. So I'll go straight to the gym after work and you get the evening. So yeah, I think time definitely helps.
Yeah, man.
To achieve that.
It's important. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Dan, that was a good time, man.
That was a good time. Young and brilliant.
I think the following year, it would have been later than that, actually. Would have been, did we go IB for
2017?
15?
We went
16.
I think it was 14, 16.
We went 14,
14,
15. 14, 15, 17. Yeah, because 16 was like Fresh Island and that. Barcelona.
Yeah, 15 was the best shape for me. But again, talking about what I said about shame, we went 14 as well. And we've had Ted on the show. We've had PT Teddy on the show. It was in 14. We were at Zoo Project, so we've got all the paint on our bodies and stuff. About 3-4 days into the holiday, and we took some photos with some girls. And I looked back at those photos, and I deleted them. I deleted them. I was like, "This is terrible." Like
you and Ted.
Very good.
Don't take it.
Nah, man. I was like,
hey,
nope,
you know what?
Nope. So the next year, I came back better.
Yes, Rich. That year you're talking about, we got a mad picture outside the hotel before we went to Zoo. All the Mandem.
That's 15.
And everyone's in shape.
I've got abs like.
Everyone's in shape. Like that picture, like people have hit me about that picture, like and be like, "Yeah, you lot all in shape. Like it's mad."
Yeah.
Like, one of the Mandem was talking.
I might share it still.
That must have been
when we was at Schemes a couple weeks ago. One of the Mandem was saying, "Yeah, that picture's mad." Like,
it's 15 the one I missed. 15 is the year I missed.
Yes. Yeah. There's a mad picture. And Rich, me and you got a cold one at zoo as well. 17.
17. I have to show me. I don't remember it. By 17, my body's probably rubbed. So.
Share these on the Patreon.
Send it to me. I'll do
yeah. You want to see those? Sign up to the Patreon, man.
But I also do think that age plays or did play a massive part in it. So whereas I definitely don't weigh, like we was talking earlier, Rich saying that he fluctuates between like 12 stone. Yeah. I think I weighed 12 stone then. If I tried to get down to 12 stone now, I'd like my body. I don't think my body could physically.
Yeah.
No entry sign. Yeah.
No. So I think age and where you have reached now, and also those years of gym, muscle memory, all of that. Because now all of whatever's happened in the last year and a half, when you get back in the gym, it doesn't take too much work to kind of get back to where you were before. And your body's changed completely from where it was maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago.
It's nuts. Do you think that we tell ourselves that we don't care? Like a lot of men say, I don't care about abs no more, and
100%.
I think inside, I think everyone still cares, you know.
I think it depends when you say like abs. Let's say abs. Let's draw a line kind of thing. Abs and like 6-pack. There's a big difference. 6-pack is hard work. Like in 2015, that was hard work. Like trying to achieve that now is going to be a big push, and I don't know if anyone should really kind of. I mean, aim high in it, but don't kill it because you might kill yourself. But good shape is different. I think good shape. Yeah, you should go for that. Like I think ideally you want to be in a shape that you can maintain.
Yeah,
like it's got to be realistic.
There's also like. It's not so much a 6-pack here. It's kind of just being toned. It's like a big 1-pack kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's calm. I don't care.
You need to know. You need to let people know. Like it's under there. It's like I've got this thing tucked.
Like if I wanted to,
if I really, I just didn't want to.
I think. I think to what Dan said. I think. Me personally, abs are something that, and if you do your research and listen to certain fitness people that tell the truth, they would tell you that they don't look like that all year round, and 2, it's not many people can attain it for very long, or can even get there, to be honest, because genetically all our makeup is completely different. But for me. My sort of judgment of how much I'm going off track is if I can see my stomach through any like clothing that I wear.
I'm there at the minute. I'm proper
so
there right now.
If I put on a t-shirt,
white tees are the worst for it.
Oh, horrible!
That poke.
Oh my god, white tees. Bro, I need to think.
Right now.
Do you know what I always say though? Yeah, what I always say, if we got a holiday, yeah, I'll always be in decent shape, like. That's kind of my yearly thing. Like, I don't I'll maintain it ish throughout the year. If we got a holiday, I'll sharpen up a bit for that. Like, Rich, you was just zooming in on yourself innit on the picture and it said the truth.
Me? You could tell. That picture's me still.
That's true.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen this pic. Yeah, I've seen these.
I want to give you my permission though, if to catch me if I'm ever falling though. You got permission to call it out.
Is that just
man would just be on you like.
Oh, everything. I'd be like, just call me out. Well, if I'm falling, catch me, man.
Man would just like we'll be at football. Man, we'll be like, oh, Dan's better slow now. He's fat. Like,
I've had all of it, and you know what? I'm just going back. It's not personal. They just want better for me. So yeah, please.
Man. I think man.
We gotta hold each other accountable still.
Indeed, man. Indeed.
What's next on the agenda?
Someone who never had a 6-pack probably in their whole life, but could have had most women, and they wanted probably to pick.
Definitely 6 figures.
Yeah. He could buy you a Birkin bag. He could pay for your bills. He could buy you a car, a G-Wagon if you wanted to. That man is Bill Gates.
Hey, if you're bare rich like that, yeah, it don't even matter. Like body
No, I
wise,
think
yeah, it
I
don't
think
matter.
it should, but
It
I
should.
get why it doesn't.
Yeah,
I understand why it doesn't. But Bill and Melinda Gates divorcing. They announced a divorce after 27 years of marriage.
mad.
No longer believe we can grow together as a couple. After a great deal of thought and a lot of work on our relationship, we've made a decision to end our marriage.
What does that mean? Like you can't no longer grow together.
That's a mad.
That's like
That's a mad sentence to say. After
Do you
26,
think so?
after 26, after 26 years of marriage, man, he's just said, yeah, we hit the ceiling. This ain't
There's nowhere else to go.
Is no longer
Should
working.
there be room for growth after 27 years of marriage? I feel like
Actually, this is kind of
but
my
even
question was gonna be that.
if there isn't, it's not about that, innit?
Yeah.
You love each other.
Just maintaining them. Plateau.
Do you love each other?
know,
Do you enjoy
man.
each other's company? Like
I think
saying,
the wording is interesting because these two they've been together 27 years. I remember my first.
It's not the truth as well.
Whatever was Microsoft 95. Like that's a long time ago, and they've done. They've actually, in terms of building and growing together. What haven't they done? They've done it. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they've genuinely been like, we're done. We're done. We're complete. They've done everything. They've got billion-dollar foundations and charities together.
Yes,
like
free
they
children.
may have genuinely hit the ceiling.
Nah,
and whatever it is you want from life, you're just like, you know what? You've got everything. Maybe she wants a six pack. Maybe she wants a six pack.
And take it in, with every. I always say this, with like love.
Cynic
people say, like with everything, it's about abundance,
Yeah.
This is separate to this exact case, but everything's about abundance, more. Like, but you're supposed to just love one person. Like, you're just supposed to just stop there. Like monogamy, yada yada yada. Maybe it helps in terms of raising kids. But that's one thing that always I'm just like, why can't if people like love bare people at once? Like it's frowned upon, but everything else is just like get more. And with this, like you've done everything and you've completed it. Like I don't keep playing FIFA 2006. Like I've completed it. I don't keep banging out Football Manager. You can just have enough and just be like, it's time for something new. But marriage seems like, regardless of how good it is, regardless of
stick,
what
you got to stick with it,
see it out. Like, it's kind of mad.
I think
very mad.
In their instance, it's just something you didn't expect from, I guess, essentially a power couple.
Proper power couple, not like
a real, not some
people with like 10k followers.
Not some joke man thing. I'm not too sure what Melinda does, but I know they do like charity work and all that stuff, foundations and stuff. But didn't expect it from, I guess, them two. And I think with 26 years of marriage, for you to turn around and say, we can't grow anymore, I think that it's just, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a mad way to put it. Because to me, it's almost like, if you lot can't do it, the rest of us ain't got a fucking chance in hell.
And there's a meme that keeps going around. It's saying, it's along the lines of, if Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos can't keep their women, there's no chance.
I saw it. I saw it.
We ain't got no hope.
But saying like you hit the ceiling, that's not what it should be about, innit? So we're saying you don't. What? So what? You don't enjoy a company no more. You don't want to be around her no more.
It also sounds like beef.
Experience a holiday or something like that. It's not because you've hit the ceiling, bro.
Mike, I don't think that like a lot of the things you stated, maybe bar spending time with each other. When you've got kids and you've been in a 25, 26 year relationship, you're still gonna have a lot of those things. You might just want some.
That's my point. That's my point. So. What, just the ceiling thing is bullshit, isn't it?
No, man. I think you can totally just be like, I like you, and you're the mother of my kids, and all of that, and we'll keep
it doesn't excite me anymore.
But like, there's no flame, there's no chemistry. This is dead, fam.
Yeah.
Like that can happen, man. That can 100% happen.
I know. I agree with you.
Possible.
I agree with you, but I feel like the wording, like what Les was saying, it don't really add up.
I think what they've said is that from what I'm assuming is that they've tried this, they've tried that, they've gone to therapy, they've done couples therapy, and they just can't figure this shit out. And they're like,
fair play.
You know what? We're done.
How old is he? Do you know?
65.
Got to be in his The mad time to come out of a relationship.
Bill Gates or Melinda or on Tinder. Mad.
They're right swipe. So.
Got to swipe up Melinda still. Mandem see her on there. Still.
So what are you saying? She's gonna get half the P?
I haven't heard much as to how it's gonna play out, but all I do know is remember Bill Gates, like richest man forever, like he's not anymore. He's fourth wealthiest, and his value or worth is $124 billion. So yeah,
that's crazy.
If I had that P, I still wouldn't pay on the first date.
Standards are standards, man. You gotta maintain.
Do you know what I also think is as well? I think like a lot of these men that they're old now, they grew up in a different time as well, man. Things have changed, bro. I think a lot of people that are in, say, relationships that have been 20 plus years or whatever, they're let's say 50, 60 plus. Yeah. I think they grew up in an era whereby this is a for life thing.
Mm-hmm.
Different ideals
anymore, man. Yeah, like I don't know if it sounds a bit Kevin Samuels and whatnot, but bro, the game's different, man. Especially if you're a man that's got bare P. Like now, you can probably get everything what you want. Like, fam, just imagine, for example, I think he was like the world's richest man, or he was on the way to be at like 20 something.
Yeah,
like,
he's
imagine
been
how much. I'll just say sexual opportunity he's missed or passed up on because he's being faithful to this woman, and then in the end it dies. Maybe he's like, fuck it, man. Let me go see what that was about, kind of thing.
Or chase these 65-year-olds. You're definitely gonna shoot down in it. Yeah, you're gonna shoot
way down.
You not see Bezos's thing?
His new.
No.
Not bad, fam. Not
bad. Just surprised.
Not bad for an old billionaire in these streets, man. You can get, bro.
How old is Jeff Bezos?
Yeah, no, he'll get like a calm 45-year-old or something like that.
Oh, like I'm talking like a J-Lo 45. Like,
where do billionaires date though? Like, where do you find that?
There's a thing, there's a.
They'll have.
There's like
an app.
An app. There's like a billionaire Tinder kind of thing.
Where there's a lot of actors on there, and one of his friends, she's a girl. She's how do I say this? Receives some value. From that, on that, yeah. But it's kind of like an underground spooky.
It's exclusive, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's like Twitter or Instagram, but everyone's verified.
Mm-hmm. Clubhouse.
Everyone's verified.
Let me land.
Yeah, it's basically Clubhouse.
For Billy.
The real Clubhouse.
Yeah, he's got things lined up, man.
Oh, he's got the world. The world is literally his oyster. That.
Yeah.
I don't know if the same applies for her, but maybe to some degree as well. I don't know, man, but I wish him well, man.
Yeah, of course.
Amicable, as it would, I guess, on her behalf, if you're about to claim half of that. And for him, I don't know, man. Bill Gates, eligible bachelor, maybe.
Nah, I can't see him. I can't see him being with anyone else.
What,
like seriously? Like get married again or like
long term? No, you can't. Long term, it sounds kind of mad.
I can't see him getting. Like you kind of done it all, really. To just kind of get into it again with someone else. Say you live another 27 years, it's probably going to end up saying, "Oh yeah, Sorry, can't grow together anymore.
Yeah, then he's out again. Yeah. And I just think you just be comparing everything, like even if it's like, the way she makes the tea.
It happens.
Melinda, man, she used to put the.
It happens. It happens.
The milk in first, the tea bag.
Yeah, 27 years, a long time.
Yeah, after 27 years, you don't knock them habits on their head.
I think I'll be honest, if I was in his shoes, I wouldn't be going back into nothing.
No, man. It's wild out there.
But for me, that speaks to how like painful or shit the whole thing must have been. Like, you're going to lose half of everything, literally your life's work, but you're still like, I still can't do this. Like, I need my space.
Yes, Rich. I saw people commenting that as well. They're saying that with the risk or the prospect of losing, $60 billion, you still say, I'm not doing this anymore. Which is, I told you.
So what, are we saying that he's going to be a lonely old man?
A few cats. Get some cats and just feed the birds at the park, pigeons and stuff like that. And man.
Yeah, I think at 65, those chasing gal aren't your interest anymore. For some man there are, but Bill Gates doesn't strike me. It
shouldn't be your interest at 65, and that's dead, fam.
And these men are, let's not forget, they're like engineers, like computer engineers. So, and I'm not here to cast aspersions, but they're probably not the most charismatic bunch.
You say no chat.
It's probably a struggle, man.
No chat.
Talking about Python coding and
it's a bit mad.
Talking about that Python, yeah, that's kind of gamey still. Yeah, big up them, man. I hope they can still be friends, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, they have kids together, so that I don't know
how many kids do you know?
3
kids.
3?
Yeah. One of them's 21. The other is 25, and an 18-year-old. So they're kind of young-ish.
Yeah, they're young still.
Yeah, they're still quite.
Had them old, rather.
Had them old, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I think they'll both still be in contact.
Like inviting them over at Christmas and that, both invite your new boyfriend and.
It's not
all them ones.
Yeah. I doubt it's they can't be in the same room type of vibe.
Bill's new girlfriend, same age as his daughters.
Those ones are always scary. It's just a little
yuck
stuff. Yeah.
Crazy.
It gets a bit mad. But yeah, thoughts with the Gates family, man.
Yeah, man.
What else did we have?
We had
Money May.
Mayweather versus the Mayweather versus Logan Paul.
Yes.
I'd say press conference. I guess it is a press conference. It seems quite early for. When is their fight? June, I think.
June the 6th or something like that.
It's a press conference, rather. Yes, it's a press conference, not a weigh-in. Sorry. Which, I mean, this fight's been in the making for quite some time. I think they had an initial date earlier. It may have already passed. Yeah, it got pulled. It got pushed back. And I think it had to do with the amount of interest or lack of interest, rather. It was gaining. And then, I mean, I saw the actual press conference between him and Logan. It was lukewarm at best. But they did manage to draw a lot more eyes and attention. And I mean, that's the thing that most people are watching it. Maybe I'll throw the clip in as well for anyone who's uninitiated. And that was.
Let me call y'all. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. Night. Got your hat. Got your hat. Don't play with me. Oh shit.
Between Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul's brother, Jake Paul, who has been that guy's a draw, man. He can move eyes like nobody else, it seems, right now, even against his brother. But they got into I'm gonna say a scuffle.
A melee.
Yeah, a heated debate whereby Jake, I mean, they were going back and forth. Floyd saying I'm a boss. I'm my own boss. Jake just goes down to like kindergarten, nursery, reception level stuff and says, "I've got your hat." He takes his hat off and tries to run off with it. Floyd doesn't react well. Floyd security is there, and then a bit of a ruckus kind of unfolds.
Took an absolute pasting.
First question: was it real?
I am going to say it was staged to some extent. Yeah.
I feel like that as well, man. I couldn't help but think of it when I'm watching it the whole way. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like Vince McMahon is just behind the camera,
pulling the strings.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah.
Why do you think it's you lot? I'm surprised by you lot saying that. Why do you think it's?
I felt like some of the reactions were a bit. Nah, it's not serious. Like,
Dramatic.
Bare dramatic. Like the efforts to like bring him, like get Mayweather away, or his efforts to go towards man. It weren't like it's all half-hearted. Like,
genuine,
yeah.
Mayweather at the end, was it walking around the back area?
Logan
area of the stadium, walking around like, where is he? Like it seemed a little bit.
You're on camera. Like,
he's like calling him out, but he's staring at a camera as well.
No one's saying turn the camera off, or no one's trying to get the guy with the camera.
Nah.
Like
the cameraman just happens to.
The cameraman's seeing, he's calm. No one. There's a real thing going on. The security's taking that camera. First thing.
No. You could.
There was bare people in it. Yeah. There was a.
There's a main camera.
Camera. Which is following it all
There's
around.
There's a 4K thing moving around.
It's.
Them things aren't cheap still. It's just very, very embarrassing for Floyd's legacy. I get it. Not his legacy as such in terms of printing money. It's just a surefire way to print money, I believe. But it is all very awkward, and like I cringe a bit watching it.
Yeah, it's still like entertaining, isn't it? But like, so is wrestling, isn't it? Yeah.
Not at these ages, no. I didn't believe it when I saw it. I just think like if a man snatches your hat, he's not getting very far before you grab him. But somehow Jake Paul he managed to, or Logan, whichever Paul it is, managed to get quite far before everyone started going after him. I just thought this is just silly, man.
It looks like he got a few punches.
I think he
held some licks.
Probably stand up to that though.
I think I'm with it's legit.
Yeah,
I'm buying it. That includes the fight if that ever happens as well.
Are you gonna buy it as well, Rich? Jesus.
I'm bought in, Dan. I'm all in, man. Do you know what I think it is? Yeah, I think for me, like, I don't care who you are. Yeah, taking your hat, like it's a switch, man. It's a big switch. I don't care how much money you have, anything. If Melinda's taking Bill's hat, he's gonna flip. Like I don't care who you are. So that's for me. Like for me, that made me buy it. I mean, that might sound kind of stupid, but for me, I was like, I get that. Like I get why you would react on a wild one for man taking your hat. As simple and as stupid as it is, and everything that kind of unfolded after, I could see like money. Mayweather, he's doing the most. That was very WWE.
He did an interview after, innit?
Yeah. But I imagine he would have had loads of interviews after the press conference anyway. So I didn't think that was too like fake or orchestrated. But has it got me interested in the fight? Like if it is, whether it's real or fake, particularly if it's fake, it served its purpose for sure. Like I saw it doing the rounds on all the socials.
I think for me, it's actually done the opposite.
Oh yeah,
okay.
You're like fuck this.
I went with it to begin with because I just think it's silly, and then just the got your hat thing. I was like, this is perfect.
Ridiculous.
This is just.
This is where we are, man.
And I think I've said it on the poddy before. I just think someone of Mayweather's stature in boxing, like I'm not boxing anyone that's not an actual boxer, like pro boxing. Like, we're not doing this because I'm levels, grades above you.
Yeah, it's more exhibition.
Yeah, and it doesn't count.
I'd rather let me fight someone that's an actual boxer then, or doesn't box anymore, is retired or whatever, and let's put on a decent show.
Floyd and Tyson.
All this, like, it's to me, I think it's just mad silly. It's just so stupid. Like, so stupid that can we stop eating this stuff up? Like, there's entertainment that's WWE that's supposed to be there. Then there's certain other exhibition fights. One of the Paul brothers fighting someone else. But Mayweather.
It's crazy stuff. But it's the printing money aspect, man. Like, it's just
big
more money for money May. But at what point do you say, like
a fight,
I'm not going to do that for money?
Yeah, I don't even rate that.
Yeah, he's not like, he don't need it or nothing in it.
No, of course he doesn't. And I'm never going to say don't go get a check. But to me, my legacy would means a lot more than me fighting some guy who just started boxing a couple of years ago or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it like that though. Like I said, I'm more viewing it like the more exhibition type thing.
Yeah, I don't think it counts to his official record. He's fought since.
No, it doesn't.
McGregor counted to his official record, and he's fought since then in exhibitions, and they haven't made it. He's still 51-0 in it, so they haven't made a difference to his official numbers. This question comes up a lot in like the boxing circles. Is this bad for boxing? Discuss.
No.
I don't know. I'm torn on it, man.
I don't think it's bad for boxing because I don't see it that way. I just think people won't take it as serious. People start now leading or looking for these type of make-believe fights rather than the actual fights that are happening.
This is what I was thinking. Is it going to get to that though? Is it going to get to like, where people aren't interested in the actual boxers and it's going to this will take over?
For the younger generation,
I don't know, man.
Right? The younger generation are more likely to tune into Logan Paul versus KSI, or Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders. I
think you've got more casual fans in the world that will tune into that.
But how often are they going to do that though? How many proper boxing fights are there throughout the whole year?
Oh, hundreds.
Exactly. So I can't really see this like taking over.
No, taking over, no way. Nah, that's not possible.
I think eventually it will like be like.
It's like saying like Masters League taking over the Premier League. Like that's never going to happen. But I just think there are more casual fans about who will tune into. Oh, Tyson's fighting who? Oh, let me watch that. Oh, Mayweather's fighting who? Oh, let me watch that. Whereas when you got real man competing for their life, that are just getting shunned by joke man.
It reflects poorly a little bit.
Yeah.
And especially when a legend, and some people say the best ever boxer, definitely to have lived in our generation, to be doing like weird shows like this, little circus things. I think it does reflect poorly on boxing a little bit.
I don't know, man.
I'm unsure how I feel about it.
Money rules everything, so
yeah,
I understand why people are doing this, but it's probably not for me, man. If I was in Floyd's shoes, but then could you turn down hundreds of millions for minimal work? Probably not. So I do understand
difficult, man.
Yeah. Where is it going to be?
I feel like it's Miami, but I'm possibly wrong.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But I know Florida's open, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, Florida, Miami is. Yeah, I see bare videos.
Texas is way open as well.
Where?
Texas is open as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's where the fight is happening this weekend. Canelo Saunders.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that.
You're going to say something?
Anyway, the thing is, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Yeah.
Man, cool. What was I going to say?
You saying you don't know if you feel the same?
I don't know how. I don't know how I feel about it. It's a thing where, am I going to watch it? Yeah. But do I think it's bad for boxing? I don't know. I think the draw of 2 celebrities is bigger than the draw of 2 boxers. Like, I think these 2 people are gonna fight. Like, Beyonce's gonna fight Nicki Minaj. That's gonna sell out. Like, it's just people are really, really interested. So I don't know if I wouldn't say it's bad for boxing. I think it's its own thing. And regardless of whatever sport you're in, you don't even have to. You clearly don't even have to be in a sport. It's just monetizing. It's more money. It's like social media. It's just monetizing your image. Still.
Entertainment for entertainment's sake.
That's quite very real about a fight, innit? So it's like we want to see these people just in that space. So everyone, I don't think anyone. If I was like, oh, you man, there's a fight over there. You want to see it? Man would be like, no. Like everyone's gonna be like, oh, let me see. There's something kind of primal draw about it. So I think I'm not surprised it's drawing more attention than boxing. But I don't know if that means it takes away from boxing. I'm not sure. I don't know if I would say that just yet. So I don't know. Either way,
I think over time it could, because then those who, I guess, the true boxing fans will know the difference and know what they want to watch more of. But I think
why do you have to choose?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be one or the other.
You're going to be a fan. You're a fan of. You'll probably watch a lot of these fights anyway, and you'll still be watching traditional boxing if you like.
Yeah.
So I don't.
The level of skill. The level of skill is a big.
It is. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's going to be like
2 years. Like.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like, oh, I'm going to watch Logan Paul, so I'm not going to watch Canelo.
Yeah, or
I think the other way around. So I think there'll be a lot of boxing fans that won't watch Mayweather. I think there's a lot of
so it's 2 separate things.
I don't think it's back to boxing. I think for the most part, it's 2 different audiences. In this space where it is a real boxer in Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul, it's a bit different.
Mix.
As opposed to Jake Paul versus Nate Robertson or Ben Askren. It's for like actual boxers fighting each other. It should be great for both.
The best of both.
You've got 2 people. Yeah, it's like the McGregor thing. You had 2 worlds kind of colliding. So, I mean, we'll see, man.
McGregor thing was live.
I don't think it's bad. That was live. That was 2017 as well. Body was a mad.
Oh yeah, we was actually in Ibiza.
That's 7 a.m. We're watching that.
Oh yeah.
Fair time.
Never again.
Yeah, that was mad. Man actually thought, McGregor's gonna smack him up. Crazy.
Yeah, we'll see how that circus continues to move throughout America. I think it's about a month left, so we can probably expect a few more tete-a-tetes and some weird tweets and maybe woodland racism, because the Pauls always chuck a little bit in.
Yeah,
a little.
Just a quick one tonight. Then we going Canelo.
Yeah.
I've been taking the bear of the IFL TV stuff, and I'm like,
good stuff.
Everyone's saying Saunders is in great shape and that. So I think Canelo, but I might put a young P on Saunders because I reckon the odds are in his favor.
You said that's in
Texas. AT&T Stadium. They're saying it's
what times are going to be then? Mad late, innit?
5 a.m.
About 4, 5. Yeah.
Vex off of that, man.
I mean, show up. I might stage a little something. I think I've kind of agreed to already, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Myth.
So we'll see how that plays out, man. I guess that's most things on the agenda. Just the only thing was the Line of Duty. The ending was a little bit underwhelming for some people.
Yeah,
I was happy with it.
I don't watch it.
I don't watch it either. But I heard that it was
this
kind of shit.
Sorry, Mike. Was this season finale or like show finale? Or it can be
supposedly the show done.
And what? It was an anticlimax.
Yeah, some people believe it was an anticlimax. I guess their reasons for doing so is you didn't really find out exactly. People wanted to nail someone in it, like to cross and say, "Oh, it was this guy."
You needed an answer.
Yeah, as we always do. We need it. But it wasn't really, and it wasn't solved in the way that people wanted to. But I think that's more realistic, as me and Les were saying prior to recording, because it's about corruption and whatnot, and hardly ever root it out.
Yeah.
But people were just complaining.
Yeah, people going off about it, like that Dragon show.
Comparing it to
Dragon Show. I have some fucking respect. That Dragon Show.
These man didn't sit through 6 seasons or 7 seasons for it to be called the Dragon Show.
The Dragon Show.
So monkey. But yeah, guess that brings us to bring-ins.
Oh yeah. Before we get into bring-ins, if you're watching this on YouTube, you would have seen Dan and Rich in the Manscaped t-shirts. You also see the sponsorship logo somewhere on the screen. That Rich will put this. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped. If you've heard early episodes or a couple of episodes ago, you would have heard our reviews on the product. It's good stuff, man. I've been using it since then, so it's keeping me nice and clean down there.
Ready for the 17th and everything to open up, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, May 17th. A couple meetings and whatnot. So So yeah, if you want to get involved and treat yourself, use the code Mandem20 at manscaped.com. You can you can get anything on there. Just use the code Mandem20, you get 20% off plus free shipping as well.
Yep.
So yeah, make sure you go over there and check it out and let us know what you get. Yeah, and it's on us.
Yeah, might help keep your marriage together, man.
Yeah.
Might save you some money.
They should have listened to us.
Might got Bill Gates to 28 years. You never know. So.
Yeah. Don't make the same mistake that Bill did, man.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know if you lot heard just a bit of music that just played. Did you hear it?
I think
a little bit, yeah.
I was just gonna say, I was just double checking my bring in there. So I might as well just go first.
Go for it.
It's I don't know, you lot have probably seen it. Rags Original, Whoa Live.
Yes.
So, yeah, check that out on YouTube. Yeah, it's very cold, man.
As you'd expect.
Very cold.
Very cold.
Peace. My bringing this week is a tune that I kept hearing a snippet on like TikToks or Reels or whatever they call them these days. And I was intrigued as to what the tune was, because when it would drop, it would like kind of kick, but then the clip would cut off because it's a short clip. So I managed to find what the tune was, and the tune is called "Whole Lot of Money" by Bia. When you hear like the hook, then you'll probably recognize it. So yes, "A Whole Lot of Money" by Bia. That's BIA.
So a lot of these social media TikTok real kind of songs, isn't it?
I've clocked that. You know how Americans say, "Oh, like the club used to bust tunes," and when you go to the club,
yeah.
I think the TikToks and these things, that's what they're doing now.
Yeah. If you're not releasing at least or one tune on your album, which is a social media song, and you're lacking, isn't it? So your A&R's out, man. Shout out to Sonko and Tion Wayne as well.
Yes.
Speaking of A&R's doing their job,
Congratulations, boys.
My bringing this week is from an artist who is probably one of the best rappers alive, if I'm going to be very honest. He features on I Am Nobody's interlude. It's called Let It Roll, and that is Fonte, and it is the Let It Roll interlude.
Richie's got a little glow in his eyes after that.
It's been out a while, but I don't know. I should have been my bring in for a while ago. I didn't think I have a bring in. I do have a bring in. This is a tune I hadn't heard of from an artist I hadn't heard of, but shout out Natty. Is it Short Dread still? I think his dreads are at a good length now.
Natty Dread now.
Natty Dread. Shout out Natty Dread. He ain't been on a show in a while. Just you a call up. But yeah, he played this tune at a little function we went to. The artist is Skillful, and the tune is called King Turn Up.
Yeah, big tune.
Massive.
Very nice.
Yeah, man.
That is episode 206. It's the Mandem podcast.
I was gonna say 205, but
Yeah.
No, what you were gonna do was fuck up the outro.
Yeah,
What you done.
I'm just tired. I'm waiting for you to wrap this up so I can go back to sleep.
One wine. Like,
I had 3 glasses. I had 3 glasses of wine. Man, stop rushing me to drink wine as well.
Yeah, it's childish, fam.
There was
2 things.
Halfway through the night, I was like, Les.
Nah, Les.
What's wrong? What's wrong with drinking wine?
There's nothing wrong with it, but you was hugging it up, though.
You lot keep drinking your Coke and ice. Asking for straws.
Don't compare doubles, bro.
I'm not. What? It's more what? More Coke, more ice. Like, I don't care.
Rich, can you wrap us, please?
Yeah, let's go, man. It's the Mandem podcast.
Keep it locked.
Thank you.
Come on.
Peace and love.